The audience member is now the producer of their content. The way the audience interprets the media and what they do with the interpretations offer insight into how meaning is produced. With the audience diverse platforms of emotions and feelings regarding the media at hand, they are sure to be in control. In the text, Jenkins explains that fans are not the consumers, but are using their consumption as a springboard for their own cultural production, and use the text to extend their pleasures. As much as a producer might think their audience needs them, the producer needs the audience even more. The author is studying the rise of celebrity gossip blogging simply because of its increasing popularity and the abrupt growth within the form of media. In terms of audience intervention in the celebrity industry, blogging allows for kind of unfiltered discussion within a certain incident, and blogging is different than forms of older media because that kind of has to be filtered and approved. There needs to be typically permission for this information to be printed and released, whereas blogging is not necessarily a free-for-all, but it's a lot more freely proposed. And to kind of expand upon the last question, bloggers are breaking the circuit of celebrity production because they are saying what they feel and saying what they believe, and what they're saying might not necessarily be accurate, but rather than promoting events and projects by these celebrities, they are able to tell truths and details of their life, which a lot of regular everyday people have a lot of interest in. Autonomous outliers, that's also kind of the same thing. So basically, because these bloggers are not constricted or limited because of their connections with a company or a publication, they have the ability to kind of say and do whatever they please. New media has altered how celebrity gossip is done because it's a lot more quickly paced, it's a lot more current, and the fact that it's online allows for discussion. So I could get on a website and comment on a story that I read, people can comment on my comment, whereas with new media, it's physical, it's hard, and it's difficult to respond or react to something when you don't necessarily have a way to do it. But since the new media is more technological, it's based on the internet, it's very simple for people to express their opinions, and I think that's a really appealing aspect of it. I think this article supports the textbook definition of active audience, because when we are able to communicate and discuss upon something we're reading or we're seeing or we're hearing, we are unconsciously making sense of a message or a story or an event, and we're getting ourselves involved actively. We're being a part of that community, and that might not be necessarily the intent of the author, but it's, again, unconsciously happening, so I think that that's important. And again, I think that can be supported, that same definition of the pleasures of the media, because when we're engaged in something, we're interpreting it, we're making sense of it, and we're making that part of our lives, we are enjoying the pleasures of the media, and we're even contributing to that. So